not really guests anymore because I think you're already from Pasig City. Masuda-san, thank you very much. To our partners from Infic, can you please raise your hand? There you go. Maraming salamat. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you very much to our Japanese friends from Infic. I actually met Masuda-san in 2019 before I became a mayor. After the elections, before I assumed office, we met. We were introduced by a certain friend whose name I will not mention. But we met and Masuda-san presented to me their elderly care style and their facility and the technology that is integrated with the facility and the Japanese style of elderly care. And when I saw this, knowing also the needs of Pasig City and our elderly or our senior citizens, and when I looked at it, I looked at their presentation, I immediately said, we need to have this in the city of Pasig. This was in 2019. Unfortunately, as we all know, we went through a pandemic and we lost communication for some time because there were other things that we needed to do because of COVID-19. I think everyone understands that. First of all, travel was very difficult. Meetings were not allowed. Definitely construction is not allowed. So the talks, the communication stalled for a little while. But when things started to settle down with the pandemic and things started to open up, we reconnected. I suppose this was in 2022 or maybe early 2022, and we asked them with our medical staff. We asked them if they are still open to establishing or helping us establish an elderly care facility here in the city of Pasig. And I'm very thankful because they did not hesitate. It did not take 2 seconds for them to say that yes, they are still very much interested in working with us in the city of Pasig. And we are very thankful and we feel very blessed that their first facility here in the Philippines is with us. So this is of course done with the help and the support of JICA through the initiative of Infic and our medical staff, of course with the help of DOH and everyone else involved. There are a lot of people who are involved with this project. Of course, our hospitals, our city health department are involved with this project. Our engineering department is also involved with of course, the construction of this facility. We decided to not build the facility from scratch because, as you know, we had a step-down facility during COVID-19, but DPWH. So we decided to use half of the facility, transfer it here. Of course, we had to do some construction work and we had to add some things to the facility. But here we are, and our engineering department, Engineer Arta, is very proud that they finished this construction in only 5 months. So this was completed in only 5 months. So it was done very fast, and as we can see, and later on we will be stepping inside, you'll see that it is really well made. But beyond the facility itself, of course, what is important here is the Japanese style of elderly care. And that is really the most valuable part of the partnership of the local government of Pasig with Infic through JICA. We will be introducing this in the city of Pasig, and really our goal here is for us to take care of our elderly. We know that the number of elderly citizens, elderly Filipinos, elderly Pasigueños, every year is going up. And as we project, especially as population growth rates are going down, definitely the percentage of elderly and the elderly who need care and attention and services will be increasing for decades to come, most likely. So we need to be prepared. We need to make sure that we take care of our elderly. because we're here today where we are standing now because of those who have come before, those who are senior to us. So we need to make sure that everyone, regardless of their socioeconomic status, regardless of their condition in life, regardless of their circumstances, are well taken care of. So this is just a start, and through the technology, I hope that we will all have time, even the people watching at home. I hope that everyone will have time to watch some videos that we will be uploading also on YouTube and Facebook and other platforms perhaps, just to see what kind of facility this really is. So it's not just a simple facility with beds, but it integrates modern technology, and it's very good, and I'm sure Masuda-san will talk about it a little bit also, but I think we can't emphasize it enough that this technology will enable us to be better, to give better services. It will enable us to deliver services for our elderly in a more efficient manner. For instance, as they were demonstrating to us in the JICA head office yesterday, for instance, as we know, whether in the hospitals or in similar facilities, many times our healthcare professionals or nurses or maybe our caregivers from time to time will have to knock on the doors of our patients. They have to wake up the patients, which is for those who have been confined in a facility, even in the hospital, you know how difficult that is. That every hour, every 2 hours, you wake up, your sleep is interrupted. But through this technology, we can monitor them remotely with no CCTVs, but using the technology installed in the beds. The technology also monitors the light, monitors the pulse, and all the vitals of our patients or our elderly. We will be able to monitor them without having to wake them up, without having to go inside the rooms. And just one example of how this technology will help us make things more efficient. And because it's efficient, we will be able to scale up, we will be able to help more people, and will enable us to make even bigger facilities in the future with less manpower. Meaning to say that if we have a shortage, and we all know that there's a shortage of medical professionals in the Philippines, of course, when we have nurses where there's available, we always try to hire as many as we can, but the reality is sometimes there's a shortage of medical professionals. We will be able to maximize the human resources that we have in the field of healthcare, particularly for our elderly, through the technology that INFIC is generously showing us and integrating into this facility. So again, thank you very much to INFIC, to all of our partners. Let's make sure that this pilot project is a success, and as it is a success, we will also make sure that we will scale this up so that we will be able to take care not just of one, not just of 100 elderly, but of all elderly in the city of Pasig. Maraming salamat po. God bless. Congratulations.